Welcome back to the lab. A little bit of maintenance slash modification today on something I built years and years ago. Not the ute, the trailer. In fact, you can actually see what the issue is with the trailer right there if you are paying attention. Excuse the neighbours with their chainsaws and stuff. I'm not going to complain about noise. It's just you'll have to just put up with them doing their things that make noise. Now, I built this trailer very, very, very quickly back in the day, whenever it was, probably says on the rego label there how old it is now. Oh. Yeah, let's have a look. There, it's 8 years old, and I figured out on the Thursday that I was going to build a trailer for racing on Sunday in Manfield. I'm in Hamilton, of course. So Friday lunchtime, the first cut went through a piece of material. It was something like 4 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon. It was registered and warranted with a 300ZX on the back of it heading towards Manfield. So it was built very quickly. I chose 3mm thick deck at the time, which would be fine if there were more supports put under the deck. And I didn't put more supports under the deck because I built it in a hurry. So it's been something that's been daffled with, played with a few times over the course of its life. You can see some extra rivets have been put in here and there and some extra bits and pieces. But I finally decided to bite the bullet and just get some thicker tread plate for it. So basically we're just going to replace the deck on that. And the reason for that is primarily because if I put things like this needs to go on it later on to go to re-compliance and all that sort of stuff. It's got quite a long wheelbase, and there's like a dovetail arrangement on the back of this, which is fine unless you're losing 20 mils of deck height up here where the deck is sagging down with the weight of the vehicle on it, and then this becomes quite a high point and you bottom out the vehicle and cause big scratches. Big scratches. These are from the March. The March bottoms out basically every time, just touches as it comes on and off. So we're mostly just rectifying that today and then making some new ramps. I'll show you those when we get there. But for now, I've got to remove about 65 billion rivets. A couple of ways to do that. Angle grinder, grind the head off. Yeah, noisy, messy, takes a long time. Drill all the rivets out. Pretty hard on your hand, hard on your gear, and you got to pull the rivet heads off the drill all the time as you're going through, and there's a lot of them, as you can see. Like we've got rivets every it's averaging a bit less than 100 mils, let's say 75 mils. 4 rows of that, and that's 2 sheets long. It's almost 4.8 meters deck. It's 4.5 or something like that, so you can do the math. 4.5 times 4, what's that, 9, 18 meters. How many times does 75 millimeters fit into 18 millimeters? That's a lot. There's that many rivets. And then we've got some that go across that way as well. So, angle grinder, messy, takes a long time. Yuck, chew up discs and stuff, a lot of dust and crap, it's not good. Drill them all out. It's hard work, takes a long time. You've got to pull all the rivet heads off as you go. Air chisel and just smash the heads off them. Real noisy, but bloody fast and quite good fun, as long as it works. You can, obviously you're going to damage this. This is all going scrap metal. And you can elongate the holes ever so slightly in the bottom there, but we don't care, so I'm probably going to fire that up and give that a go. After I've had a drink, yum yum. And here's a box of 500 rivets I got, and I'm hoping there'll be change, some left over when we're done. Cool. Didn't take long. The mono rivets are a bit much for the rivet gun with the chisel on there, but all the others, no problem. A lot of crud under there that I'll clean off. That doesn't really matter, but I'll clean it up just because. Yeah, just because, that's good reason. And I just used the large hammer and the cold chisel, which is not great for my hand. It still isn't 100%, but in moderation I think we'll be all right. Cool. now all we've got to do is to walk over here to this lovely beast. And I mentioned ramps. This is the start of some new ramps. That's how we're doing those. That's 5mm thick stuff. It's pretty butty. That should do the job. And we've got the 4 pieces of 4mm thick material there to go on there instead of 3mm. So we're 33% stronger. Yes, I know I should get, I've probably got some, there's some right there. I should get some material and stick it across here on the top there and actually reinforce that. Won't take long, will it? Buzz across the top with the TIG, 10 minutes aside or something like that. It'll make it more better. There you go. I went down the road for you just to keep you all happy. I bought some very, very, very expensive aluminium. Is so dear now. It's dearer than steel by a long way. Got some angle. It's on the drop saw. So 75 by 75 by I think it's 6. So this makes it empty space here. So now I've got that in there. And same with the front. Better than what you can see over there. A massive void without any support, which is what the side has got. So I've got to go, well, I can either put these in or I can put the sheet on here. I might put the sheet on here just for a bit of visual progress, a bit of, yeah, that looks better. And then I'll do these other bits, which don't take long to weld in. That's looking good. Busy smashing in these millions and millions of rivets everywhere. And running through this particular one here, which going across that way it's a closed-in channel, it's a closed-in box, and I must have done a pretty good job with my welding. Smart people have figured it out already, drilling these holes, and I've got to blow some swarf out, and yeah, we might want to put a drain hole in the bottom of that. We've been carrying a couple of litres of water around everywhere we go forever for no reason. I wonder if it's I wonder if we got the same deal here. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on. Rightio. Oh, a smart person would have put a drain tray under here, eh? It's going wheeze. I better catch that before it goes to the electrical cord there. Looks bloody good, I reckon. It's just after 5 o'clock. It has chewed up a big chunk of the day, but we're yeah, that's way more solid than that has ever been. As you'd expect, there's 33% increase in material strength, well, thickness at least. What that equates to an actual increase in strength, who knows? And significantly smaller span this way. So, as I said earlier, this is actually the least of the concern. This end here is actually not really a big deal. It doesn't matter that was bowing and buckling the way it was. This end here, that's where the problem is. That's what needs sorting. Slightly harder to do this end for just a couple of silly reasons. There's a couple of bolts that go right through there. Hold the suspension. So you kind of just have to work around that. And there's a little bit of a kink in the top of it with the dovetailers, which, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to bend that 4mm sheet in my handbrake. Yeah, it probably will do. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a go and see what it does. Otherwise, there's other ways to do it. But as I said, it's a bit past 5 o'clock, so it is time to get everything back where it needs to be. I'm not going to leave the poor little March hiding out there overnight in case it rains and does nasty things to it. So better put everything away. Good morning, campers. Wednesday morning, back into it. Looks nice with the new stuff on the front, doesn't it? It's not why we're doing it, but certainly looks better, and you can see with the shadows and everything, the way the light's falling on that, you can see that's quite out of shape at the back here. Hence the issues with bottoming out of mainly just the March, because it's the lowest thing, but longer wheelbase vehicles such as the GTR. Someone's dropped off a cold recently, giving me the blimmin' lurgy, so I sound a bit croaky, that's why, and that's why I've gone through a whole toilet roll, blown my damn nose. This, you saw it running in a previous video. It was running not too badly while we were flushing out the cooling system and all that sort of carry on. Thing is, while that was running, it only had one of the 2 airflow meters plugged in. Now that was by accident, I'll freely admit, but it actually ran pretty good. And when I plugged in the other airflow meter, it ran like an absolute pig. Super, super rich. Failed the spark plugs in no time. Smoked out the entire workshop, sent me into a coughing fit, and I had to go outside for 10-15 minutes just so I could bloody breathe to come back in here. This is way off topic for a trailer thing, but this is explaining why the trailer is being worked on. Here's the spark plugs that came out of it, and that was from running for 30 or 40 seconds. The tune is, most likely the tune on this is absolutely screwed and has been done with one airflow meter not plugged in, or not wired, or not making contact, or broken, or something. Either that or one of them is broken now, and so that when it was plugged in, it's giving an erroneous reading and is just dumping crap loads of fuel. Either way, it's not my thing, not going to deal with it. Hate airflow meters. And in all honesty, I think airflow meters on cars like this are obsolete. They're a thing of the past. You throw them away, you put a map sensor on there and a modern ECU, and you have your oil pressure safeties and your fuel pressure safeties and all your temperature safeties and everything. A whole lot of reasons why you should do that. But we need to sort this out one way or another, regardless of what's happening going forward. And I think I'm just going to take it to a tuner and say, probably our mate Adrian down at Tuning Performance, and just say, here, sort this out, please. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I can't have stinky, yucky, smoky cars in my little workshop here, contaminating my lungs with carbon monoxide and crap. So we need the trailer good so that can go on it, so that I can carry on with actual decent paying work. So, yosh. Right. I didn't show you the... Actually, my hand's a bit sore holding onto the phone. So I didn't appreciate yesterday's work. So now we're left-hand cam. I didn't show you the buzzing of the rivet heads off with the rattle, with the rivet gun. That was good fun, actually. I'll see if Wifey will hold the camera for us and you can have a watch of that. It was good. Oh, I might be able to do it. No, I'm not going to do it single-handedly. No, that'll just end in tears. Someone will get hurt. I'll get hurt. Or a window will get hurt. I'll miss and it'll... Rightio. Bloody danger cam. These are steel ones rather than aluminium. Yeah, see, that's too much. Can't do those ones. I'll find some aluminium ones. That might be steel too. The actual aluminium ones come off many times easier than the mono ones. Shut up. Alright. You don't need to see anymore. So this end already had some beefing up done to it. A little bit of this was added. Takes our squares down to 500 by, 500 from here to here. 480 or 475, something like that, whatever. That looks more like 500 by 500, and that's 500 is probably closer to 600. And I just added a little bit of welding on the top of that L-shaped bracket there, which Just holds the pivot point for the suspension. It was welded on the other side and across the front there, and for what it was doing, it was perfectly fine. But I just looked at it just now and thought, well, now's the chance to weld across there. You didn't really have time to do it when you first built the trailer, but you got time now. Those two holes, 1 and 2, there's a bolt that goes right through that chassis rail and onto the bracket underneath that holds the springs and everything, so it was never going anywhere anyway, but now it's really properly a lot stronger with a big butty weld on there. So somewhere out there's the sheet that I took off, and just here's the new ones. So I'll slap one of those on there and I'll rivet it all down, and then I'll get the old sheet, lay it over the top, and then I know where the holes need to be to go through the chassis, because you can't back drill from the other side because there's a bracket in the way. You've got to take all the suspension off to do that, stuff that. Repeat what I just said a few seconds ago, and we're good as gold. I will put a little bit of a fold in the sheet here. I'm not going to put a support across there at the top of that thing where it's bent. Could do, should do, maybe, perhaps. Someone will say, oh, you're going to regret it. Don't care, not going to do it. It'll be all right. That looks awesome. Like I say, it's not looks we care about, it's the strength. It's pretty decent. It's pretty good now. Neighbour's coming home. It's lunchtime, so we just got to do that panel. Get rid of all that, and then the actual trailer's done. Yay! How's that for some terrible filming? Got the fluoro light flicker going on, and the light in the wrong spot and everything. That looks alright, doesn't it? Quite echoey standing there with those there next to me. I'm done. I'm pretty tired. It's only, I don't know, might be 3 o'clock. But the deck's done. Yay. We've got to do ramps next. Wife feels like, you should do that sign you've been meaning to do. Do it like this. So she said, do that. Use the old trailer deck and put your stainless steel things up that you made. What do you reckon? Should we do that? It won't fit up there. That's supposed to be that mini corrugate stuff like that. We just never got around to it. I'm just too busy. Haven't got time to do it. Speaking of time, I need to get on with other things. This is as far as I needed to go with this right now. Ramps would be ideal, but I don't actually have to have them. Those ones will work with this resolved. It'll be much more betterer. Put some things away, have a rest, attack everything else tomorrow, be good as gold. The upside down lab. The right way up lab. Thanks for watching. Cheers, boy.